if you're headed to Russia, it might be useful to learn a few Russian words, as not that many Russians speak English. In this video, I'm going to be teaching the 5 most useful Russian words, in my opinion, to this nice Australian man who is headed to Russia soon. Now, the very first word I'm going to teach in this video is the word for this or that or it, and the word sounds like this. Это. Try saying that.
Это.
Perfect. Это. Now, Russian's actually quite an interesting language in the sense that it doesn't have a verb to be in present tense. What this means is, when you have a sentence like, is this a cafe? You just say, this cafe? And kind of add a question-y intonation to the end. For example, это cafe is the sentence, is this a cafe? To which a Russian will respond, да, the Russian word for yes. Это cafe. Let's try that. For example, you might point at a car and ask, is this a taxi?
Это taxi?
Да, это taxi. That's a perfect interaction in Russian. The second word you need to know to go to Russia, and this is a really important word, is the word можно. Try saying that. Можно.
Можно.
Можно. It's got a nice zh, very nice Russian sound, which the Russians actually have a letter for in their alphabet. Можно. So, можно is a fascinating word. We have nothing like it in English. Можно is may I, can I, is it permissible, is this allowed? And the way it works is it takes its meaning from the context in which it's used. For example, you might be in a cafe and you need another chair for your table. You could walk up to a table and point at a free chair and ask the person at that table, можно? And the person would say, да, можно. Meaning, may I please have this chair? And the person replying, yes, of course, take the chair. All with this one word, можно. It's a powerful word. So, when ordering something from a menu, you also use the word можно. So you could point at something on a menu and say, can I have this please?
Можно это?
Oh, that's perfect. Can I have this? And the person would reply, да, можно, and then give you your order. The third word I'd like to teach you is the word девушка, and it means literally girl in Russian. Now it's a little bit more difficult than the other words. It's kind of девушка with d at the front. Девушка, девушка. Try saying that.
Девушка.
Девушка. That's very good. Девушка. So, девушка is useful because Russians actually use this to signal the attention of a waitress in a cafe and a restaurant. So if you happen to be in a cafe and restaurant and you want attention, you just say, девушка. And if there's a waitress, it doesn't work for men, unfortunately, she'll come up and take your order or ask you for what you want. So you could say, for example, excuse me, could I have the menu please? Signaling a waitress, how would you do that?
Девушка, можно меню?
Perfect. Excuse me, could I have the menu please? That was well done. So that's девушка. Now the final 2 words I'd like to teach you are the words for thank you and for please. Very useful words to know to be polite in Russian. So the first thank you is Spasiba. Try saying that.
Spasiba.
Very good. Spasiba literally means may God save you, which is a lovely way of expressing the concept of thanking someone in a language. So in our scenario, the waitress brings you the menu after saying девушка, можно меню? And she would hand you the menu and you would say thank you.
Spasiba.
To which she would reply, you're welcome. Now the word for you're welcome is actually the same as the word for please, so it's a useful word to know, and it sounds like this. Пожалуйста. Try it.
Пожалуйста.
Very good. Пожалуйста. It has if you look at the spelling, it has a strange uy in the middle of it. Пожалуйста. But you can't really hear it when Russians say it, as far as I'm aware. So you hear пожалуйста. They kind of hold the L for a bit. Пожалуйста. Try it again.
Пожалуйста.
So, as I said, very useful word. As the waitress hands you the menu, she'll actually say, вот, пожалуйста. or just пожалуйста, meaning here you are, to which you might say
Spasiba.
Spasiba, thank you, to which she would respond пожалуйста, meaning you're welcome. When you order something, it's also very good to put пожалуйста on the end of your phrase. So if you wanted a coffee in Russian, the word for coffee in Russian is кофе, you could say
Девушка, можно кофе?
and then add the please.
Пожалуйста.
Very good. So one more time.
Девушка, можно кофе? Пожалуйста.
Кофе, close enough. That's a perfect phrase. That would be well understood. To which she would say, пожалуйста, and hand you your coffee. So those, the 5 most useful words I think you need to know when you're traveling in Russia. They help you be polite and get around. So they were это, meaning this or that. They were можно, meaning may I, can I, is this permissible? The third word was девушка, which is useful in a cafe or a restaurant. I know it sounds a little bit rude to say girl, but in Russian it's normal, it's how it's done. So use it and don't be afraid. And the final 2 being thank you, спасибо, and пожалуйста, meaning please, or you're welcome, or here you are. So with that, I wish you a wonderful trip to Russia.